Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Christine. I'm glad you're here. Let's get right into the video. This is a Plexus Opportunity Call that is titled All About the Business. And I should give a little bit of information before we start this baby, because this is going to be infuriating. At least that is how it was to me. I've already watched this when I screen recorded this call. It is an opportunity call by someone in the multi-level marketing company Plexus, and they're a health and wellness company, and their health claims and their financial claims and their overall claims are abysmal, but specifically with their health claims, I think they have gone too far, way too far. When I watched this video the first time, I was sad, I was angry. A lot of this is really infuriating. And the worst part is that a lot of people who should be considered medical experts are on this call, they are in Plexus, and in my opinion, they're using their professional credibility to try and lure people into a system like this one. In addition to that, they also have certain team members who themselves are either ill or were ill, and they're giving their testimony, trying to give a certain amount of credibility to Plexus and the products. To the degree, though, that they're advertising this, in my opinion, to cancer patients. The host of this call is a former nurse, and I would encourage you to pay attention how she is using her professional background to her advantage in this call. There are also going to be some lighter moments because this seems to be a rather messy team call. I also had to laugh a couple of times, but overall it was infuriating. If you're not up for that today, maybe skip this video, maybe watch it another day. I think you have to be in the mood to digest this type of content. And in addition to that, it's a really long call. It's almost an hour long, where they present the Plexus business and the product opportunities. I'm not going to let you and myself sit through an hour and 30 long minute with my commentary and everything. So I'm doing something that I don't really like to do, and that is I will split this content up. You can watch part 1 now, and then tomorrow I will upload part 2 of this video. I think it is easier this way. Please let me know what you think about this, but I don't think that I would want to sit through an hour, 30-minute opportunity call from Plexus. But now let's get started into this abysmal opportunity call titled All About the Business.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to our Ohana business call. My name is Phyllis Anderson. I am excited that you're all here to learn a little bit more about what Plexus can do for you. We know that it's a great health and wellness company focusing on gut health, but did you know they have one of the richest, if not the richest, compensation plans around? And there are people on this call that can vouch for that. But a little bit about my background quickly is I have spent 28 years in the healthcare profession, last 22 years working in the emergency room as a nurse. So I have spent plenty of time over there on the sick care side of things. My passion now is for healthcare and doing it as holistically and naturally as possible, because dang it, what I have seen in the last 5 years on my team alone will blow your mind. The testimonies are out there. If you're wondering, is this for me? Just ask whoever sent you here, because there is a testimony somewhere with your story. My story may not speak to you. Somebody else's story may not speak to you, but we can find one that will. And so because I was told when I got started for menopause symptoms like brain fog, weight gain, some heart palpitations, anxiety, depression, that wasn't Phyllis. Phyllis is a very happy, go lucky, let's have some fun kind of person. And I was finding that I just wanted to put my PJs on at 4:30 and say, I'm out. I don't want to hang out with friends, because I literally pour sweat, like sweat would show up on my face. So it was embarrassing. I was isolating more and I was not living my best life. So, I had gone to a gynecologist appointment. I reached out to my sister-in-law who had just signed up for these products. She's into health and wellness and fitness and all the things. And so let me see if you guys can just mute yourself as you come on. Thank you. So anyway, I reached out to her because all things health and wellness is what she did. She took really good care of her body. And I was like, maybe I need a new exercise regime. I'm running marathons. I'm doing all these things. But now I'm gaining weight. Why? And so what's great is we started together literally the same day. We got our products the same day. I was told, get 3 friends, you'll get your products paid for. I was like, that seems crazy. Okay. So I went and reached out to some people before my products got here. I got a check for $75 the following Friday. And I'm like, what is this? Like, this is great. That almost paid for my whole starter kit. And so anyway, so that was exciting to me. I didn't need the money. I made plenty of money. My husband's a fireman. I'm a nurse, but I'm also a person that doesn't hurt to make more money. So I started sharing because day 4, my sugar cravings went away. And I started to see the puffiness, the swelling, the inflammation drop. Weight started to fall off. Chronic infections went away. My brain fog disappeared. My digestion was on point, and I was not somebody that did that very well prior to Plexus. And so as a nurse, I just thought, that was kind of normal, and it wasn't. So when your life starts to change, and as a nurse, I'm like, oh my God, people need to know about this. Like, women should not struggle with menopause symptoms ever, ever, ever again. And so I couldn't be quiet. I started sharing. The people I shared with started sharing. I plugged myself into everything I could plug myself into, all things Plexus. I could not learn enough about the products, the ingredients. Why is this making me feel this way? And so I did my homework. And when people would call and ask me, what is this that you're doing? I knew what to tell them. Plexus is amazing. We have this back office that will blow your mind. It's got tons of resources for you, so you're not on your own. You also have all of us who are actively growing a business. We're here to support you along the way. So don't feel scared or be afraid, or just say, you know what, I'm ready for a change. And change can feel uncomfortable, right? Change can feel scary, but with change comes growth, and growth is good, right? So within 11 months, actually just under 11 months, I reached a rank of Emerald, which is fast. But I'm about to introduce you to a team that is moving faster than I moved. And it's exciting to watch because the fearlessness, the passion, the intention for helping others is beautiful. And I just truly believe, I'm a faith-filled woman, I just believe God's doing some big things here, blessing this team abundantly, bringing those people to us that we need to talk to, but also we've got women that know who to reach out to, and they're not afraid to, because dang it, what we have is good, both on the supplement side, excellent, clean, beautiful products, but also, again, a very lucrative, generous compensation plan. So last year I retired from nursing, which is huge. My goal was to be retired before my husband, and he retires next April. So I beat him by 2 years. It was kind of a competition, I have to say, but it's amazing because we became debt free. I worked 2 jobs side by side because why not? Why just live paycheck to paycheck? Why are you satisfied with just making ends meet? I want to challenge all of you guys to think bigger, dream bigger, because when times like this come, when, gas is the price that it is, or a Costco bill is $500 where usually it's like $350. I'm like, what just happened there? We have an answer. We have an answer to people that are, just saying, yeah, how am I going to make ends meet? And going to bed at night worried about that. We don't go to bed worrying about really anything else other than how am I putting food on the table tomorrow, if we talk about basic human needs. So Plexus is here to help in all things, all ways. And I'm going to turn the time over to Valerie now, who just reached a rank of senior Ruby and is quickly rising from there. And she did that just from January, guys. But I want her to share her story and journey with you too. So
I let this play for a while because there is so much happening on this call. I would otherwise have to stop every other minute. So I'm trying to collect my thoughts and speak about what just happened here. There are already a lot of health claims. The person who's speaking, a former nurse who quote unquote retired from nursing, looks to me like you're still working, but okay. She was suffering when she was going through her menopause. She says that she had brain fog, digestive problems with weight loss. And now because of Plexus, she was really diving into that. She was feeling great. Those are health claims you cannot make. I find it especially upsetting if somebody is actually from the medical field, that they don't take this serious. These are health claims you could never make if you were a nurse and if you were to talk to your patients, because you have to be careful about the way you present a certain medication, etc. But I believe that MLM reps think that they're safer when they're on an opportunity call or on a team call. It is upsetting to see. None of Plexus's products can prevent brain fog, can help you with your digestive systems, or with weight loss. None of these products are clinically proven to do any of that. None of the products are proven to do any of the claims that are happening here. Putting that out there also for the rest of the call. So those are already a lot of health claims. There are lots of outrageous products and product claims, and a lot of these topics and a lot of these products venture around different health issues. But in the end, what I gathered from what I've seen online from Plexus, from the company, and also from the reps themselves, most of the time it comes back to weight loss, as if that is the most essential topic. Plexus is big on gut health and on reset. I do believe that with Plexus, lots of things are a facade because they want to present themselves as a weight loss company, but they cannot outright say this. So that is my assumption, that a lot of these topics actually revolve around weight loss, although little other things here or there are being sprinkled into this call as well. Upsetting to see, because gut health, reset, detoxification, all of these are typical product claims and health claims and buzzwords that MLM reps, MLM companies, and other health and wellness companies will put out there. And in my opinion, they're exactly that. They're non-substantiated buzzwords. And I always shut off when I just hear reset, detoxification, gut health. I'm like, yeah, get out of here with that. Within 11 months, this person also claims that she was able to hit the Emerald rank. According to herself, this happened very quickly. And the Emerald rank within the company is the 9th rank, with at least 6 VIP customers or brand ambassadors. And it is the 3rd rank from the top. So it is a very, very quick rise in the ranks in Plexus for her, if that is the rank she was able to hit within 11 months. I unfortunately believe it might have been helpful for her to be working as a nurse back then, because she was able to probably pitch this to people who were in need, who were not feeling good, and she was probably offering them a solution without, in my opinion, actually having a solution. She retired from nursing before her husband. Like I said retirement means that you stop to work. You live off of a pension or a retirement fund or whatever it is in your country that happens when you retire. But it looks to me like she's still working. She's on an opportunity call. She's trying to sell this opportunity. So it looks to me like you're still working. And then in addition to that, we also heard the typical rags to riches story, what Plexus has done for her, how horrible her life was before, and how awesome it is now. She also says that Plexus is here to help you with all things, everything. We have an answer for everything. Yeah. So whatever you're looking for, whether you're in need for a second income, maybe you need to supplement your income, or you're looking for a new job, whether you have health issues, whether you have mental health issues, whether you have ingrown toenails, maybe you're not getting well with the pets in your home, maybe you're having issues with your kids. So whatever your issue is, Plexus has an answer. That's not a thing. That in itself is already sketchy, because there is no program, no product, no group of people, and no company out there that has something for everybody. Whatever your situation is, we have an answer. Red flags all over. And this to me is just predatory. Whatever your problem is, we have the answer. You have health issues, you have financial issues, whatever it is, we will help you. We have this awesome community of people who have medical knowledge, who will be able to help you with this. Just come and join us. That is very, very difficult, and that is why people like me say that MLMs and MLM reps who use these tactics are predatory. And this is a living example.
Thanks, Phyllis. So I'm just going to piggyback on Costco. Man, I agree. It's like you go to the store and whew, it's expensive. Now, granted, Ron and I walk around with 2 carts at Costco. We feed big boys in our house, but yeah, Costco, good job. Okay, so I just want to share 2 main things here, and then I'll break them up. But the first is why I started, and the second is going to be, we're going to talk a little bit about the business and what the business can do for you. So as Phyllis mentioned, I did start sharing the products at the end of January, but I actually started the products. So we'll start with the products. Started with the products back at the end of November. So I've been using the products for almost 6 months. I can tell you that the reason I came into Plexus was not for a business. I didn't reach out to Phyllis because I was looking for extra income. I didn't look out and, on Facebook land and say, what could I do to make some more money? I'm a very successful realtor. I can tell you that I have 5 escrows open right now. I'm getting ready to close 3 this week and make close to $50,000. So I didn't come to Plexus because I needed to pay my mortgage. Now, a lot of people do, and that's totally fine. I'm just sharing with you what my story is. So when I started back in November, I came to Phyllis because I was desperate. And I think a lot of people come to Plexus out of desperation. So desperation for their health. And you could fill in the blank there. What does that mean for you? For me, I was making a lot of money. I have a super loving husband. I have amazing sons. I have 3 boys, but I couldn't get my butt out of bed. So maybe you've been in that situation, but I'm just being really vulnerable here. I was having a hard time getting out of bed. I wanted to stay in bed. I wanted to cry and just pray and say, what is wrong with me? And maybe it was COVID. Maybe there were some other things going on that all contributed. But if that's you or you know somebody like that, reach out, because Plexus has given me, we'll talk about money in a few minutes, but Plexus has given me the ability to get out of bed. And for my husband, he says I'm nicer too. So I guess that matters. But I want to get out of bed. I want to go work out now. I want to go do more transactions. I want to go to the beach. I want to go hang out with people. I'm always saying, can I meet you for coffee or lunch? Or all of a sudden I have this spark back. And a lot of women, I'm sure men too, and teenagers, I've seen it with my kids, but I'm just talking, female to female here. It's a mess, right? So we need to get out of bed. We need to get out of bed and fix stuff. And I'll tell you, my number one thing that did that was Plexus. I started taking the supplements that Phyllis hooked me up with. I started walking around my block. I started answering my phone. Businesses aside, I was answering my business phone, but I wasn't wanting to go out with friends. I wasn't wanting to be social. So Plexus definitely helped. The second thing that helped was I got my husband, Ron, my son, Brennan. We all started taking the products within a week of each other. So accountability partners. So if you haven't yet started Plexus, maybe you're thinking about this, I will tell you that is key. That was part of my success. That is a puzzle piece that I think we all need, is somebody to do this with us. So accountability partners. The other piece of my puzzle that was successful was I needed to know my why. So if you started with Plexus and you're not sure what product regimen you're really after or what it is that you are looking for, or did you come here to make money? Maybe it was a money thing that you want to make a little bit of money. Just know what your why is. Know why you're here. So I was really clear. I needed to fix why I couldn't get out of bed. I wanted to lose some weight. I wanted to feel better. Those were my whys, why I started. Starting in mid-January, things started clicking for me as far as I'm feeling better. I'm starting to have people at work, starting to have people out at the grocery store, people I was running into, other mom friends ask me, what are you doing? You're smiling. You've lost some weight. Your skin's looking good. What are you doing? So I started sharing. And because I started sharing, I can tell you now, 3 months later, I'm just going to give you a number, not to brag, but just to impress upon you that you could do this too. Again, I work full time. I'm a full-time realtor. I have 3 kids and a husband, and I am very busy. But full-time, since the end of January, I was just totaling it up. I just told Phyllis and Susanna this at the beginning of the call. I have in my bank account $17,720, probably a few more dollars that I didn't add up since like November, but that's just since the end of January. So 17,000, that's pretty impressive, I think. In addition to that, I've earned 2 trips. I've earned jewelry. I've earned recognition at the corporate office because we are moving so quickly and we're not afraid to share it. And I think we're not afraid to share it because the products work. They just work. So when you have something that works, it's not just you're selling a pretty, I don't know, you name it, a bowl or all those things are great, but these products really work and make people feel better. So 17,000 since January. The other thing that I'll share with you is, as a full-time realtor, and again, maybe a lot of you are teachers or in the healthcare field like Phyllis or whatever your job is, you can easily fit this in, fit it in the cracks, fit it in with people you do business with. So if you're thinking, I just don't know a lot of people, you absolutely do. When people tell me that, I say that's just not true. Do you get your nails done? Do you get your hair done? Where do you take your kid to school? Are they in gymnastics? My kids were in swimming. So wherever your networking circle is, maybe you go to church, whatever it is, start thinking about it because everybody gives us the answers all the time. They give us the answers to what we need to know to help them. And those answers are, I have a headache. So they're telling you that. I can't sleep. I'm stressed. I have anxiety. Whatever it is, we have something that can help them feel a lot better. So they're giving you the answers. You just have to fill in the blank for them. Last thing that I'll share before we pass it back over to Phyllis and Susanna is I've done businesses like this before, but this is the first one where I really, truly see a huge connection in the company with corporate. They want us to be successful and they're giving us lots of tools. And when I say tools, not just tools in our back office or tools that like with really great products that actually work, but tools like stacking triple bonuses, stacking money to help people make money from the get-go. And that's why I shared upon you $17,720 was because I was earning Fast Start, Rise Up, Rank Up, Remarkable tablets, trips to corporate office, trips out to Kauai. So these tools everybody can use. Doesn't matter where you are in the company, doesn't matter when you started or when you came in or who you're bringing on next month. These tools are there. Just take advantage. See what's available. Ask us to share with you, but maximize what you can earn, maximize what you can walk away with each month, maximize trips. Just go for it if that's something you want to do. So with that, I'm going to pass it back over to Phyllis so you can share a little bit about our sweet Susanna.
Sounds good. Thank you, Valerie. Isn't that amazing, you guys?
This person hit the senior Ruby rank, which is the 8th rank, one below the first woman speaking, and she claims she was making $17,000 within the first 3 months. That is why MLMs have fast start bonuses in some way, shape, or form to give people the illusion that they're actually able to make money. Now, $17,000 is a lot of money. Can only imagine how many people she had to sell this stuff to and how many people she was able to recruit within a short period of time so that she was able to get those bonuses. And that sounds impressive, but it is not likely that it will continue like this. That's what fast start bonuses are designed for, to keep people within the company. And for someone who's claiming, I didn't need the money, I have 3,000 houses in Esgrove, you're for sure making a lot of financial claims. So we're adding that to the list as well. A lot of people come to Plexus out of desperation. Yes. She is being vulnerable. Yes. She makes a lot of health claims like, I wasn't able to get out of bed, but now I got my spark back. I mean, she didn't say I had potentially a depression and I was suffering from post-COVID symptoms, but that is what she is insinuating, that her taking Plexus products helped her after she had COVID. Not considering that COVID has different impact on different people, and you could recover from that after a certain period on your own. Once again, there is no proof that any Plexus product out there, any Plexus supplement, we're not talking about medication here, helps with depression and with after COVID symptoms. I have not had COVID so far. I'm one of the very few people in my family and friend circle who didn't catch it yet, but I did see how a lot of people suffered after COVID. It does have a different impact on people. For some, it was just a cold, and then month afterwards, they realize, well, I'm still feeling very tired. I don't have my pizzazz back. I'm not back at the energy level I was at. Some people were totally wrecked for about 2 weeks, and then they slowly but surely recovered. Some other people have issues thinking about certain words, keeping thoughts in their minds afterwards, so it can have a different impact. There is no proof that any Plexus products will help you with that. It is upsetting to see that people are making these health claims. She also says that she hooked her family on this, so how much of the 17,000 you made actually came from your very own household? She hooked her husband and her son on this, and that is something that we also hear a lot. It's important to have a community. Phyllis, the first speaker, also said, well, if you hook 3 of your friends on these programs, community is so important. In the end, it is a way for you to have a customer rep channel, a customer rep pipeline, if you will, because who is potentially the next person you can recruit? The people that are customers that believe that these products are awesome. You're webbing them in a relationship, friends, let's do this together community approach. And it is a smart move if you want to try to recruit people in that way. It is shitty, it is shady, and if any of my friends would ask me to join a Plexus or any other MLM healthcare programs, I would kick you out. Absolute no-go. But that is something that Plexus pushes a lot. It's the community aspect. If you go through the reset program, if you go through a gut health program, do it together with your friends and hold each other accountable. But in the end, it is a financial step up. Because if you're able to recruit people, if you're able to sell products yourself, whether you're a customer or whether you're a rep, it is financially beneficial to you. That's why people are doing that. I mean, realistically speaking, if I'm fasting for 3 days, which I would never do because why? It sounds stupid to me. It's not something that is appealing to me. If I want to be on a gut health trip for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, why would I want to do that together with my friends? We're not doing team sports. We're not playing football. We're not playing basketball. We're not playing mini golf where you have to split up in teams. It's a money-making tool, and it's a smart tool, but it is upsetting because it is very prevalent specifically in Plexus. She also says, know your why. Why do you want to join Plexus? What are you looking for? What is lacking in your life? We have the answer. Health problems, financial problems, relationship problems, the same story. Plexus has the answer to everything, allegedly. I also believe that she is prepping people who might be on this call, who only have a very small social circle, who are maybe awkward around other people. Maybe you don't have a big family, maybe you don't have a lot of friends. And she's saying, hey, if you just talk to people, in your everyday life, just access every single person you ever run across throughout the day, and you will be fine. So I think she's trying to prep people who don't have a big circle of friends. And realistically, you will not do well if you're not outgoing and if you don't know a lot of people, or if you're not comfortable reaching out to a lot of people. If it is weird for you to talk to a stranger at the supermarket, in the parking lot, if you go to the hairdresser, if you get a manicure or a pedicure, or if you don't do these things, you will have to reach out to anybody and everybody around you because otherwise you will not be successful. So those are all very valid concerns. And I think that she's trying to make this point already, saying like, don't you worry. If you're not good at this, we will teach you. Just learn how to speak to people around you and you will be fine. One of the examples she was giving is, I have a headache and Plexus has the solution. Once again, no matter what your problem is, these people will find a solution for you if you join them, if you join Plexus, or if you purchase products. I have a headache can mean so much. For example, I'm very much headache prone. I'm living in Berlin now. I moved back home at this point almost 3 years ago, but I lived in Munich for a good amount of time. And there is a certain weather phenomenon that is called Föhn, because you live in a certain distance to the mountains, but you don't really live in the mountains when you live in Munich. And because of the weather phenomenon happening there, people who are sensitive to this experience headaches, specifically on beautiful days. There's not one cloud in the sky and people are like, oh my God, what is happening? That happened to me. Plexus doesn't have the answer for that. Maybe it is because you don't drink a lot of water. That can be an issue. Maybe you're like me and you're a teeth grinder. then you clench your jaw and you have a very, very prominent jaw muscle. I mean, you can't really tell, but I can feel it. Plexus doesn't have the answer to that. Maybe you're anxious about certain things. Maybe if you're stressed, you're also headache prone. Plexus doesn't have the answer to this. It is upsetting to hear and see this because, in my opinion, they're preying on vulnerable people who are not feeling the greatest, besides the people that are looking for a community of people, besides the people that are looking for an income. It is upsetting to see because Plexus products will not help you. Let's continue with this mess, and just a fair warning, it gets worse.
So it's real. And I love what she said. It's, you do know people. There is a network there. And if you don't have one, then it's time to get one, because life is meant to be lived and to thrive and to be with people. And so, Susanna, let me see, where is my girl? There she is. Susanna has a really beautiful network of people too. So this is the thing, like our networks are all so unique. It's so different. And what's neat is both Valerie and Susanna have reached, their network has grown outside the US already, you guys. So we have 5 different countries that we service. We are in US, Mexico, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So 5 different countries. We are considered an international company. And so what's amazing is that they are quickly growing in Mexico, and the compensation plan is really rich for Mexico. It is, our compensation plan is very similar, not exactly the same, but there are the bonuses that we're talking about, the fast start and all of that. They get to participate in that too. So imagine changing lives everywhere internationally. So Susanna, I'm going to let you take it away. So she is a Ruby, you guys. Susanna started March 7th, but March 7th, she got her products, and she went from, so here's what Valerie and Susanna have done. Silver's your first rank. It's 3 people. Senior silver is about 9 people. And then gold is about 17 people. Then you go senior gold, and then you go ruby. So Susanna has ranked up 5 times. Valerie has ranked up 6 times in that amount of time that they were saying. So for Susanna to be here in just 2 months, you guys, is really remarkable. March, April, well, we're almost through May, but yeah, she's still growing. So she made Ruby last month, in just less than 2 months, she did that. And so it's incredible. It's possible. Just run with an open heart and a vision. Cast yourself that vision of, I am going to change lives, and ask the Lord to open up the heavens, send the people to you. We're here to support. Like I said, we're working together as a team to make this happen. Susanna, I got to let you take it away, girl. I could talk all night about you.
On this call, we have the leaders speak and take the lead. The first lady ranked up rather quickly. This person speaking next is at the Ruby rank. That is the 7th rank. So you have the leaders speak that were able to rank up rather quickly because they had a certain social surrounding that allowed them to do that. The next person speaking is specifically upsetting, but the first person had a big circle of people around her she could pitch to because she was working as a nurse. I believe her opportunity and her product claims probably fell on fruitful ground. The second person works as a real estate agent, so she also needs to be able to communicate with a lot of people. These are the leaders speaking, but they're the exception to the rule, and also, like she said, it is not normal for them to rank up that quickly. Let's keep that in mind. In addition to that, we also have faith manipulation. So we're checking all of the boxes. If you are of a certain religious belief and you have faith, you can join. If you are not feeling the greatest for whatever reasons, you can join. If you're financially in need of an additional stream of income, you can join. And if you need a community of supportive people, you can join as well. So check, 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 check.
Thank you. And I want to say that everyone here is an answer prayer. So my little bit of my backstory is of June of 2018, there was a report of stage 4 HER2 triple positive inflammatory breast cancer. Doctors said aggressive chemo radiation surgery had to be done, and that I had 3 to 5 years to live. None of that was done. today, so what I did is I went the holistic route. So my guided by the Holy Spirit, because there was no other, where God leads you, there's fruit. And I have no doubt in my mind that he brought Plexus to provide for some of my treatments that I received today can run a couple $1,000s in 1 week. I'm getting ready to spend another week in Mexico because they have incredible doctors there. So what I learned back when the diagnosis came out, and just to go on beyond that, 9 months ago, my oncologist, my USC oncologist said he's not recommending surgery. He says, your blood is clean. The only thing he ever gave me was low dose targeted chemo, never the aggressive. And then last month, he said, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, you know what? This is what my father's having me focus on. Not only do I have to take care of the temple, but I have to also, I'm focused on my circulation and microbiome. And his eyes just kind of opened up. So I did share with him my some of my journey. I said, you know, I go to Mexico once a month to eat tacos. So what?
Before she tells us more in depth about her story, I want to be very clear that my heart goes out to this woman who was diagnosed in, I think she said 2018, with stage 4 breast cancer. I do hope that she is well. I do hope that the holistic route she is going is helping her, and I hope that she is fine. And I have mad respect for her going through this, as I come from a family where both my parents had lung cancer and passed away from that in different stages or during different stages of that cancer story. I strongly dislike it, though, that she is using her medical story on an opportunity call about the business opportunity for Plexus. I would argue that that is probably also one of the reasons why she was able to rank up so quickly, because if that is her social circle, I can only imagine what she might promise to other people. Going through cancer and through cancer recovery is tough, and I do hope that you have all of the support that you need. And if you are a religious person, that you also have the support of your church, of your own faith, and of the people in your surrounding to help you go through with that. That is very, very important, to have a community of people. To me, that is not a multi-level marketing community, but a community in general. She is not telling us her full medical story. She doesn't have to. I find it upsetting, though, like I said, that she's using this story in a way to recruit people and to hook people on those products. It is not quite clear fully what she has done or what was done to her. She said no surgery. It was proposed that she had to go through hard chemotherapy, but now only a low-dosed chemotherapy was done. There is not a lot of background happening there, in my opinion, but what I see and what I hear from her is that she's insinuating because she went the holistic route, because she didn't want to have surgery, she wasn't agreeing to a high-dose chemotherapy, she was able to focus on her body, on her faith, on her mind, and Plexus helped her along that route. And these are claims you cannot make. Now she's speaking about her experience, which is of course also valid, but she is insinuating, in my opinion, if you have cancer, come to Plexus and we have something for you. And these are claims you simply cannot make. You can go all the holistic route you want to, but you cannot claim that this has helped you to cure yourself. Like I said, I hope that she is fine, but knowing from personal experience in my family, I know how cancer treatments, cancer recovery can happen and how they can unfortunately also end. So you might be feeling better in between, your medical records might look better in between, but if you are realistic about this, if you have a certain stage cancer, there might not be a full recovery possible for you. And to claim that certain products, their supplements do this for you is upsetting to see. She is not outrightly saying this, but she is insinuating this, that the holistic route and Plexus have helped her, have done wonders, that even her doctor was surprised. but yet she got chemotherapy. So there seems to be some sort of medical treatment happening. And then she is, in addition, also doing something.
I'm passionate about helping others. I was raised by a single mom. A lot of things that kids should not go through happened in my life. So I like to say, you know what? The enemy tried to take me out for years already. So I guess he knew that God had big plans for me. So when I found out that 90% of cancers and all chronic diseases, including those that are hereditary, could be avoided all through lifestyle, that's what I focused on. So I take about 3 to 5 times vitamins and supplements than a normal person, whatever a normal person would be. And so March 7th, when Valerie and Phyllis came in, known Valerie for some time now, and we connected and she shared her story. And what came up for me was like, this might be good for some other people that I know. So the Lord put on my heart, well, try them. And I'm like, I take probiotics, I take digestive enzymes, I take vitamins. Yeah, right. Why not? Little did I know what was going to go through the following weeks. And March, we closed off with, I think, a little over 30 sales. And I too was able to win the trip to Hawaii. And this is something that I'm always aware of in my mind and in my heart. Jesus came to serve and not to be served. So I ask God all the time, give me your heart. Give me your eyes to see what I don't want to get choked up right now, but we are living in times that I don't know how people can make it without having that relationship with him. So I've been with many companies. Most of the time it was to get a discount, but never where something impacted so much so quick. On the financial end, my household has seen over $9,000 in the past month and a half. That's between what I've received, my husband, my daughter, and my mom. And that was the other thing. I was like, what? I can sign up my family? Like, is this legal? It was just amazing that the other thing that I caught on early on is that even though compared to other detox, because I focus on the detox, detoxification is foundational. If you understand what causes cancer and how a malignant cell, all it needs is a suppressed immune system and it'll start multiplying. And good things cost money. So the first thing that I was interested in is how not only myself, but how I can show other people where they can get their products for free. And that's 3. Refer 3 people. Your products are for free. Whether you're starting off with just the detox or the triplex, or you're getting the other things. I got everything else that I needed immediately in my first month. So then from there, I would invite everyone, do you have 3 friends or family members that can also, because that's the other thing, when you have a support team, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't have a support team. And there was a little bit of boundary setting in there. And again, God got me through it. I pray for more revelation than anything. I believe, I received my healing 2,000 years ago, so I don't need to be praying for that. I ask for revelation, revelation, revelation. And I like to say God is like, he goes big or goes home, because me making it to Ruby and winning the trip to Kauai, that basically all happened in a week and a half. It was in the last 2 weeks of the month. It was like boom, 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 boom. So what I have seen now, because I also work with many people that holistic care, insurance doesn't pay for it. High dose vitamin C, some PPOs do. I did get half of mine paid for a while, but that's not what they promote. They don't promote it. So now I feel that I have a vehicle that not only can get things holistic, plant-based, nutritional supplements in people's hands, but I can also do it in a way where they can get it for free. And if they want to take it a step further, so as soon as they get their 3, the next thing is, okay, then let's go for gold. Who do we need to bring in? What do we need to do? An hour before this call, I was on a call with some people in New York that wanted to hear, what I was doing and what I was taking. And I want to finish with this. What keeps things, we serve a God of order. So I just focus on 3 things when I'm looking for people, and this is, everybody needs it. A lot of people don't understand. They think that they should detox maybe once a year, once every 6 months. We need to be detoxifying every single day. That's how don't get me started on coffee enemas, okay? But you too can be like me, and they're I love them. So you too, everyone needs to do them in their life. So I focus on 3 things. Everyone that I speak to, meet, or come across that comes to my home or that calls me to see how I'm doing, I invite them to detox. And I try every day I make it a point to connect with existing clients, with potential clients, and then I'm always looking at who do I want to build a team with. And I have some amazing women that are on this call, Elena, Camila, people that also have a heart for helping other people. Because at the end of the day, I don't need to tell you what's going on with mental illness and everything like that, but we need to go out. And I really believe that we are going to see the part of the body of Christ that God's going to lift up like never before is the business sector, us, the entrepreneurs, not the churches. Well, we are the church. And that's what, and I'm just going about following my Father and going about his business. So thank you for the invitation. And thank you everyone for being on.
This is horrific. While my heart goes out to her because of her illness, the life stages she has to go through, the emotional and physical distress she must go through, I hate this. I hate that somebody like this is speaking on an MLM call while insinuating what Plexus products have done for them in their cancer recovery story. She says that she takes 3 to 5 times the dose of vitamins and supplements. That is for her. I do not know if she has a medical professional guiding her through this or if she just does it herself when she quote unquote goes the holistic route, but please do not listen to this person, whether you have an illness, a disease, or you consider yourself healthy, because you taking 3 to 5 times the dose of vitamins that is suggested for you or any other supplements can be harmful. You taking too much vitamins can be difficult because either it doesn't do anything for you and you will just pee the excess out. I think that's the safest route to go. Too much supplements can also do harm. If you are a smoker or if you were a smoker, if you do or did vape, be very, very careful. That can be very harmful, but this can also be damaging for your health and for your organs. So please always consult with a medical professional and don't overdose, not even on supplements. Worst case scenario is that you might even damage your own health because you take too many supplements and you don't understand the medical procedures happening in your body. So please consult with a professional and not with a Plexus rep. The easiest route is like, yeah, I'm paying a lot of money for overpriced Plexus products and then I will pee them out. But there could be more severe side effects. Please keep this in mind. Now, in my opinion, she is pitching this opportunity to people who also want to go the holistic route and to people who are sick. And that is predatory. And that is wrong. And that is infuriating. I can only imagine what I would have done if somebody like this would have approached my parents going through their lung cancer story. I would have gone completely berserk, probably. It is so wrong and it is so predatory. And I don't just mean from a financial perspective, because my parents were always fortunate enough to be able to afford all of the treatments and the care. The healthcare system in Germany is good. And also in general, from a financial perspective, my parents were always set. They were always good to go. But from an emotional perspective, that you think somebody hopefully has something to offer you that can help you in your recovery. Because if you have a story of cancer or severe illness of whatever kind, you always have hope. I think that hope always dies last, and the fact that somebody is reaching out and is pretending, or actually themselves believing, which is even worse, that they have a solution for you is horrible. It is predatory and it is wrong. If you are in an MLM, leave sick people alone. They don't need your stupid opportunity and they don't need your stupid products. That is why MLM reps are being considered predatory, because of shit like this. And that is why MLM companies are considered predatory, because they allow this to happen. That is gross. That is upsetting. And I think you need to do better. She seems to be a faith-based person, and that is upsetting to see yet again. You have your faith, you have your beliefs, and then you recruit people into this system based on the same belief. People that are also trusting in God, in whatever type of religion. And if you tell them that God wants you to join Plexus, that God wants you to join her team, that God wants you to try these products because He sent them your way, it is more likely that you will believe that. Because if your religion, if your God, if your faith tells you that this is the route to go, you will very likely be more easily manipulated into believing that. So it's a double manipulation. If you're ill and if you're religious, come on over. That is why, once again, people like me are on the internet and are saying that MLMs and the MLM system is predatory. You would never be able to see anyone in a reputable company be able to be on an opportunity call like this, trying to sell people supplements to cure their cancer, their mental health, or their financial health. She also went throughout the other people went and said, yeah, sign up your family. And she was able within a short period of time to make $9,000. That's what she claims, among other members of her family. But how many of those $9,000 are actually profit and not just revenue? Just like the lady before said, if you pay a lot for these products, if you purchase a lot of these, your husband, your child, your mother do so, I would argue that the profit is probably a lot smaller. And once again, it shows why these starter programs in MLMs are so important, because if you see success early on, you're able to pitch this to family and friends, and you're able to see some money coming in, then in that case, you will very likely stay in the company longer. And once again, keep in mind, these are the quote-unquote leaders that hit one of the higher ranks rather quickly. These are not the people that are not considered not success stories in Plexus. These are the leaders that were able to make this financially work for them. Then she also says something that is really annoying to me, that detoxification is foundational. And she invites everyone that comes to her house to detoxify. I'm sorry. I cannot consider you my friend if you invite me to shit my brains out together with you. I'm not taking any herbal teas with you. I'm not going to take any supplements that make me want to poop and pee my brains out. That is just downright gross and wrong. Detoxifying your body is not a thing. It is buzzwords that the health and wellness industry has introduced or reintroduced into our lives. Your body is detoxifying on its own. If you have healthy organs that do this for you, you do not need any external products to help you with this. And if you have issues with your digestive system, whether you go through a cancer story yourself or not, then you should approach a medical professional and not a Plexus hun who will sell you a freakishly overpriced gut health or reset program. What I'm lacking on this call is an actual medical professional, because these claims are unreal. And the fact that somebody who is leading this call, who is a former nurse, is allowing this to happen on her call is just downright disgusting. As a medical professional, you should hold yourself to higher standards. It's a no, an absolute no-go for me. Then she also says that medication is pricey, which I agree with. I am in the fortunate situation that I live in a country where the insurances are covering most of that. Whether you go to a hospital, you have to have surgery, or any kind of long-term procedures to go. But yes, medication or you having to pay a certain amount towards medication is pricey, but I would argue that Plexus is also freakishly pricey. I will also link Plexus website down below if you want to take a look at that. I have a video up on my channel where I speak about the Plexus 3-day reset, and let's just say it like this, it ain't cheap. If you are supposed to purchase these products on the regular and you're also getting your family and friends into this, whether you get some of the products for free or you're able to make a side income by signing up family and friends, the products are overpriced. These are just supplements. And you will spend an arm and a leg if you have to take these regularly. For example, their greens are $55, $41 if you're considered a VIP. That is just shredded greens. Superfoods, supplements, no. Weight loss basic combo, $181 or $142 if you are a VIP. Slim hunger control, which is their pink drink. Maybe you've heard of the pink drink. That's Plexus' claim to fame. Their most interesting, most best-selling product, according to themselves, that is $96 or $78 if you are a VIP. And these are 1-month packs. So if you consider that you buy a couple of products, you will have to spend hundreds of dollars. I would rather take actual medication where I know how it can help me and what the potential side effects might be than taking these overpriced, stupid Plexus products. All right, I am going to finish the part 1 of this call now. This might not be the best moment to do so because my mood is honestly rock bottom, so I will take a little break, but maybe just to lighten up the mood towards the end, although I'm not cat sitting my niece's cats anymore. They're back home, they're happy, they're thriving there. I'm going to insert some pictures of them. They're doing well. This is giving me a certain feeling of everything will be fine, everything will be good. I'm going to film the second part of this video in just a second. You will see this one tomorrow, so please stay tuned. The second part will be a little bit lighter because this is a messy team. They're not very organized. Their meeting culture is very strange because people don't mute themselves, ask weird questions on something that is supposed to be an opportunity call. And we're also getting some more health claims. So of course we do. But yeah, the cats and me say thank you for watching. If you like these videos, please tune in tomorrow where we will watch part 2 of this horrific Plexus team call. Please consider subscribing, leaving me a comment. If you like these types of videos, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Tschüss. Why did I say bye? I don't ever do that. Plexus confuses me. All right, I hope to see you tomorrow. Tschüss.